So nice to be here. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Alex. Came a long way to talk to you, but there's no walk-up music tonight. I had a show recently, and there was a DJ, and the DJ asked me what song I wanted to hear while I walked on stage. And I said, "Locked Out of Heaven" by Bruno Mars, because that's my jam. And he played Tiny Dancer by Elton John. Not exactly the same. I asked him why. He said, "I thought it was more appropriate." See, it's tough for a guy to get older, because we still look at women the same way we always have. But women look at us differently. We become distinguished. Yeah, I know how a girl in her 20s distinguishes me from other guys. She's distinguishing me from someone she'd have sex with. Now at work, I'm that nice middle-aged man that young women come to with their problems. But not hot girls in their 20s problems, boring problems. Like what box to check on the retirement plan papers. I don't want to hear that. Take that to your dad. I want to hear about your hot friends. But that's not what happens. So I'm at my desk at work and a young female colleague tells me that her computer won't start. And I tell her she has to put her ID card in first. So she asks, "Do you have to put it in all the way?" Wow, what am I supposed to say to that? I'm having 3 conversations in my head at once. The one that all guys would have, the one where I'm answering her innocent question, and the third one where I'm called to HR and told to explain myself. And then escorted out by security. But then she doesn't stop. Then she asks, "If you take it out, can you put it back in again?" Well, if you ask nicely, sure. So it's nice to be here. I live in the Washington, D.C. area. My wife and I are here on vacation, what you call holiday. There's so many words that are different between what I'm used to and what you're used to. In America, I'm a sports fan. I'm a fan of the New York Jets, American football team, and yes, I know they're terrible. You don't have to remind me. Here, if you're a fan of a team, you're a supporter, right?
Yeah.
Right? In America, a supporter is a jockstrap. You know, what you use to guard the crown jewels. No offense by that. But it can be, the wording can be confusing, but one word I like a lot better here is lift. 1 syllable. In America, we say elevator. That's 4 syllables. And that's a long way for me to go about telling you that I got in an elevator recently. Thank you. And a guy gets in and starts talking about politics in an elevator. You can't do that. That's a breach of elevator etiquette. You see, I believe there are certain rules you have to follow before you take an elevator ride. First rule, there are only 3 acceptable topics of conversation in an elevator. The days of the week, not bad for a Monday. It's hump day. The weather, and the classic, the speed of the elevator. Okay. We got a local, we got an express. That's it. That's the entirety of the elevator conversation universe. But the thing about elevator conversations is that they don't make any sense anywhere else. I mean, think about it. The bedroom, it's hump day. Takes on a whole new meaning. And you certainly don't want the express. Second rule, if you have a conversation, it cannot last longer than the time it takes to travel 2 floors. It's just not fair to the other passengers. One day I got in on the first floor with 2 women. I pressed 3, they pressed 5. One of them turns to the other and said, "So how was your date?" And the other one said, "It was so romantic. We had dinner, then we went back to his place, and then we..." And they turn and look at me as the door opens on my floor. But I'm not going anywhere. I want to know what happened. So one of them asks me, "Isn't this your floor?" And I said, yes, but that was before I knew you had a date. Please keep talking. I'll just stand in the corner. It won't be creepy at all. And as for that guy that started talking about politics in the elevator, I got so mad, I pressed all the buttons and told him about my colonoscopy. See how he likes that. Okay, colonoscopy translates. Okay, that's good. I'll remember that. I have a day job. Some of you are going, good, you need one. Thank you. I'm a lawyer, what you call a barrister, a solicitor. Lawyer is not a very beloved profession in the United States, and I don't like talking about being a lawyer when I'm on stage. And I think that's because we don't know each other yet. And when people are introduced to a comedian, they say nice things, like, tell me a joke, say something funny. That doesn't happen with lawyers. Nobody meets a lawyer and says, tell me a law. Say something in Latin. And sometimes I get my jobs confused. One day I was in court, and the other lawyer said, I object. But I wasn't paying attention. I forgot where I was, and I thought he was a heckler. So I turned to him and said, I object to your face. The judge was not amused. I really appreciate being here. One thing that I'm trying to learn about while I'm here, my wife and I are having a lovely time here, especially today, because we actually saw the sun for 4 hours. So that was nice for a change. Trying to understand the royal family, because in America we don't get it. We don't understand the purpose. Maybe some of you have those same questions. I was at my hotel today, and because I'm a tourist, I have to go see the changing of the guard. It's an obligation. And right? So I said to the concierge at the hotel, how do I get to Buckingham Palace without being born into the right family? And he gave me a dirty look, so I guess it's not always funny to some people. But I appreciate the time. If you're ever in America, come over and you're in the Washington, D.C. area, give me a call. You can stay at our house. You can look me up at jeffheisencomedy.com, and I'll leave you with, in the tradition of great American comedians, or not so great American comedians, tell you about my wife. She's here with me tonight. We just celebrated our 29th wedding anniversary. Thank you for your pity applause. Although the young people are doing math, you're figuring out how much younger you are than I've been married. That's not nice. 29 years. Talk about a life sentence. You can take that any way you want. On the day of our anniversary, I went to her Facebook page, and I wrote, "Happy anniversary to my wonderful wife. This counts as a card." She didn't mind. We've been married for so long, we just get each other whatever cards are on sale. You don't know how many times we've celebrated Kwanzaa. I went to Victoria's Secret to buy something sexy for my wife, and the saleswoman asked, "What size is she?" And I said, "I don't know, this big?" And the saleswoman said, "Sir, you didn't have to touch me." I've been married for so long, I've forgotten what sex is like when you're single. There's a single guy at work, and he said to me, "I can't wait to go home. My girl's going to be there, and we're going to have sex tonight." And I said, "But it's Tuesday." Younger people, you'll see what you'll see what that's like. That line's been quoted back to me in the bedroom, by the way, just letting you know. It's a pitfall of being a comedian. And I've been married for so long that people ask me for marriage advice. Now guys, you know the 3 words you're supposed to say to your wife, but nobody tells you the 5 words you're not supposed to say. And here they are. Don't you have that already? One time I forgot. My wife said, "I need a new purse." And I said, I only have one wallet. I don't see why you need to have more than one purse. And she said, I don't see why we need to have sex more than once a week. I hadn't thought about it that way. So I bought her 7 purses. My name is Jeff Heisen. Thank you very much.
Wow! Mr. Jeff Heisen! Amazing! Welcome! Welcome! Welcome to the UK. Have fun in these couple of days.